Hello, everyone. I welcome you to this webinar where we'll be talking about the profitable photographer's blueprint. Yeah, the profitable photographer's blueprint. And I am very sure the reason why you are here is because you are finding solution to make your creative business profitable. And right now, right here, your problem is going to be solved. Absolutely. Yeah, welcome on board. The reason why we are here, like I said, is because you are looking for solution, because you are looking for a solution to make your creative business profitable. That is the reason why you are here. So wherever you are watching me from, please kindly drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know where you are watching me from, your region, your state, your local government, whatever. Just let me know from where you are watching this webinar from. So, like I said, the reason why you are here is because you are looking for solution. You want to become profitable. You want your creative business to become profitable. You don't just want to do the business the anyhow anymore. So you are looking for solution. You want to know how to run a profitable photography business, or basically how to create a profitable photography business. That is the reason why you are here. So kindly please be patient with me, and I promise you by the end of this class today, you are going to have clarity about how to run or how to build a profitable photography business. And I'm happy to tell you the reason why we are here is not because of camera or because of editing. This class is basically not because of camera or because of editing. It's not a camera or editing class. This is about the 80% of success that happens away from the shutter. This is purely the 80% of success that happens away from the shutter. And the business side that gives you the peace of mind and the financial freedom. That is the reason why we are here. We want to explore the business side. The reason why you are not making profits, you are not growing, that is the things we want to explore in this webinar. We want to grow beyond just clicking the shutter. That is the reason why we are here. We want to grow beyond shutter. We want to go beyond camera. We want to establish a brand that when people see you, you command respect and you command the profits that your business actually demands. So who am I that is talking to you? Who am I? Who am I? Who am I? So let me tell you a bit about myself. My name is Gregory Akinlotan. That is my name. And I've been doing photography for the past, let me say, more than 15 years, but commercially I started in 2015. That is when, that was when I opened my studio. Yeah, that was when I opened my studio. I started in 2015, officially, June precisely. And for the past 10 years, I've been doing photography purely. And as you can see in the pictures, I'm also on a wheelchair. I'm a wheelchair user. And it's one of the things that gives me joy personally because I see myself as one of its kind. I'm just like one of its kind in this whole game. I don't know of any other person presently that is doing photography from the wheelchair. If you know anybody, please, I would love you to please connect me with that person. I would love you to please drop it in the comment section. I really want to learn. I really want to know how the person is also running his business, in this creative business, running from a wheelchair. I have my own personal experience, and it's been awesome. It's been wonderful. Doing photography from the wheelchair. I'm a portrait photographer, and I also do weddings as well. I do all the corporate shows and every other thing that includes photography. I have my team that works with me, and everything is working smoothly from time to time. So it gives me joy. And also gone ahead to win an award, which is an Arts Makes Purpose Award. It's an award that was given to me by Gasmando Studios in recognition of my project after a photography training that I had with them. And you can see the pictures there. It was a wonderful experience, something that keeps giving me joy because the project I actually did was beyond barriers, capturing strength in disability, and I showcase a lot of other people who are also basically challenged in one way or the other and are doing fine in their career. So after the whole thing, and yeah, they decided that my project won the award, and you can see that's it. Yeah. So that's a bit about myself, and this is not about my biography. So let's keep it short. I started with fashion as well. I started with fashion, but I faced a lot of setback. Yeah, that's the reality. Because passion alone doesn't win in this industry. Passion alone doesn't win in the industry. You have to understand a lot of things. I faced a lot of real physical and financial struggles. I made a lot of mistakes, but if I could build a sustainable studio from a wheelchair, you too can do one. You too can build one. You too can build one. You don't have any excuse at all. You don't have any excuse. You just have to go out there hard and smash things and make it happen. That is just it. You just have to be practical with yourself, know what to do, know what you don't have to do, understand the things you need to do, and understand the things you don't have to do, and make things happen for yourself. Because at the end of the day, nobody's coming to save you. You have to save yourself. Nobody's coming to save you. It is you, it is your responsibility to save yourself. So you are not going to wait for anybody to save you. So, but the good news is, I learned the hard way, but you don't have to learn their way any longer. That is the reason why I'm here to share with you the things I've learned, the things I know, and so that your journey can be smoother and short to success. You can easily ride on our own experience. The things we suffered, you don't have to suffer them again. We've learned the hard way, so you don't have to learn that hard way anymore. You just have to go through the blueprints, adopt the blueprints, and scale your business and start making profits right from the start. I'm very sure that you've always heard of Dick saying that talent is not the problem. I know a lot of talented photographers that are not making profits. Yes, I kept using the word profit because that is the reason why many of us are failing in this business. Because we are making money, we thought we are making profits, but no. Uh, Making money is different from making profits. That is something we need to understand. Making money is different from making profit. So the reason why you are not being successful to the level you want presently is not because you are not talented. It's simply because you don't understand the business side of the skill. Like I said, many photographers are skilled. They are skilled, but only a few understand the business side, and this gap causes a lot of frustration for a lot of people. Yeah, many people are frustrated not because they are not talented, not because they don't have the skill, not because they don't have the equipment, not because they don't have a studio, well structured studio, as in, I mean, well equipped studio, not because they don't have a well-equipped studio, not because they don't have the talent, not because they don't have the knowledge, but because they lack the business skill. So many people are really, really frustrated. So many photographers fail because not because they are bad in the heart. Yeah, not because they are bad in the heart, but because and it is not their fault. We were not taught how to run the business. Most of the classes you will see online is basically asking you to come and learn editing, asking you to come and learn how to shoot, asking you to come for upgrade class. Nobody is teaching the business side of the skill. And that is the problem. So we have spent a lot of years mastering lighting, mastering camera, but 0 hours on pricing and planning. And if you don't know these things, no matter how skilled you are always going to be at the bottom, and you don't want to be that. You don't want to be that. So let's get started into why we are here. The reality is that 80% of success in this photography percent depends on your business skills. The 80% of the success depends on your business skills because there are a lot of photographers who are not as good as you are, but they are making a lot of money day in, day out. And you kept wondering, why am I not making this money? Why am I not making profits? You understand? But you look at them and you say, this guy is not as good as me. This guy is not as good as what I can produce. But this guy kept producing day in, day out. You were seeing the work up and down, and you can attest to it that people are like always patronizing the person. And you kept wondering, what is the problem? The problem is not your business. It's not, like I said, it's not about your talent. Yeah. Cleaning the shutter is the smallest thing of the business, the smallest part of the business. Profit comes from decisions you make when the camera is in the bag. Yeah. The success of your creative business depends on the decisions you make when you are not creating. Those are the things that makes the success. Those are the things that counts for your success. The decisions you make when you are not holding your creative tools, your camera, your lights, your gears, everything. When you are not with those things, the decisions you are making, how you interact with your clients, how you um, budget for your spending, how you save, how you treat your customers, everything like that counts for your success. What we need to do right now is we need to clear the foundation. We need to, we need to clear the foundation. We need to know the mistakes we are making, the problems. We need to stop to clear the ground. Because if you want to build a house, you need to buy a land, clear the land, then lay a good foundation. You now start building on that foundation. So that is what we're about to do now. So basically, we need to understand the mistakes. Like I said, we need to understand the mistakes you are making. So the first mistakes is that many of us are frustrated, and the frustration is often self-inflicted. Yes, most of the frustrations that you are going through right now are not they are not impounded on you by an external force. Those things were impounded on you by yourself. Yeah, I said that you impound those problems, those frustrations on yourself, because you are the one that trained your customers the way they have to treat you. You are the one that not delivering the work you where you're supposed to deliver it. You are not the one that is not charging what you're supposed to charge. So you are the one that is making all those decisions that now haunting you to frustrate you. So it is not the fault of an external body that you are frustrated. So that's why you need to look inward and see what you're doing wrong. So let me give you this analogy. Before you cook any great meal, the best thing for you to do first is to wash your pot clean. You cannot use a pot that you've been using over and over and over and over and over and over. You use it to cook semo, you use it to cook for, you use it to cook vegetables. Let me not use you use it to cook vegetables, you use it to cook rice, you use it to cook anything, and you didn't wash that pot, and you expect that when next you cook another meal in that pot, you expect it to be as suitable as supposed to be, or to be delicious. No, it's not going to be delicious. It's going to give you a bad taste because you don't clean the pot. So right now we need to clean the pot, we need to clean our minds, we need to clean everything that we've been doing before, so that we can understand the better way to approach the business of photography, so that you can have a clean meal, so that you can have a delicious meal. Do you understand? So right now, empty yourself, empty your cup, clean your pot, and then let's start putting the ingredients one by one. So, but before we move on, I want you to tell me in the comment section the mistakes that you make that you still regret till now. Yeah, the mistakes you've made, the mistakes you've made in your photography journey, in your creative journey, that you are still regretting up to now, that you are still regretting. Let me know in the comment section. Yeah, please put. I can see that. Please put in the comment section. Put in. Let me know the mistakes you made that you are still regretting till now. Let me understand your mistakes so that we can talk about them. Yeah, we can talk about them. So let me know the mistake. Okay, thank you, thank you. My first mistake was to think that being just a photographer is enough. Yeah, that was my biggest mistake. I thought that being just a good photographer was enough, but it wasn't enough. It is never going to be enough. It's never going to be enough because as a photographer, you are going to be the CEO, you're going to be the marketer, you are going to be the customer service, you are going to be the accountant, you're going to be everything that will make the photography business run. You understand now? So thinking that just being a good photographer will be enough is a fallacy. It's a fallacy. It's a fallacy that will keep drawing you back. It's a fallacy that will keep drawing you back. Being just a photographer will never be enough. Do you get the point now? So that was the first mistake I made. In fact, it came back to haunt me in so many ways. The first 5 years of my photography journey was a big struggle. It was a big struggle until one day I sat down and I like they said that life not examined is not worth living. So I sat down, examined my numbers, examined the way I've been running the business, and I could see that I was not making any progress. I was factually on the same spot. And that was the day I decided that no, I have to do something about this thing. And that was when I started seeking solutions. I started attending business seminars. I started attending different seminars that can teach me how to run a good business and stuff like that. And today, I'm a better person. That's what I just can tell you. Today, I'm a better person. So you cannot continue to run the business as being just a photographer and think that that will be enough. It will never going to be enough because it is never going to be enough. That is just the truth. So the second mistake I made was to think that digital photography is cheap. That digital photography is cheap. Yeah, I used to think that digital photography is cheap because I'm not running on film and I'm not buying any chemical to process the films in the laboratory and stuff like that. So I'm not using dark room and all sorts of things like that. So I thought digital photography is cheap. But that was a fallacy because digital photography was never and is never going to be cheap. It is not going to be cheap at all. The camera you bought today by tomorrow is going to be obsolete because day in day out, all these camera brands release new models with new features. So when you buy a camera yesterday, by tomorrow another one is already out. The memory cards you are using, storage is going to be a problem. You kept filing a lot of digital files and you need to save them. So storage is going to be a problem. You're going to pay for physical storage, you're going to pay for cloud storage, going to pay for a lot of other things. Now, in the past, we used to have softwares for free. Right now, softwares are now subscriptions, monthly, quarterly, or yearly. Do you see that now? So everything that you used to have free of charge before, you're not paying for them. You pay for your software, you pay for the storage, you pay for everything. Now, not to talk about the other expenses like your rent, your power, and every other thing that makes your studio run successfully. The props and everything that you need in the studio, the backgrounds, and the every other thing that you need to put together to make photography work for you. So you can see that it is not cheap because then I used to think that it's just for me to snap and then click the shutter, edit the picture, and just send to the person. But considering all the costs, all the expenses I've made in the photography business, in setting up my business, I later discovered that if I continue to give this thing out for people for free, let me put it that way, or for cheap price, I was never going to move forward. I was never going to move forward. So I sat down and rethink myself, rethink my life, and things changed. Things changed. So technology becomes obsolete quickly don't if you don't if you buy something today and you don't make enough money from it by tomorrow you want to buy another one, you don't have money to buy it because the one you bought yesterday you are still paying the bills, you are still paying the debt. So if you don't know your cost of doing the business, you are actually losing money with every click. That is it. That is the reality. If you don't know your cost of doing business, you are actually losing money. You're losing money every click. So digital photography is never cheap and it will never be cheap. So if you've been thinking that let me just go and do it, they ask me to come and cover an event, maybe it's just to cover the event. After all, I have my camera, after all, I have my memory card, after all, I have my assistant. Let me just take the amount they want to give me. Man, the frustration that you remember I told you the other time that the client is not the one that is frustrating you. You are the one that imposed the frustration on yourself. That is where the frustration comes from. So understand that. So now The next mistake I made was shoot and burn. Shoot and burn. Because such copies alone kills profits. Such copies alone kill profits. It kills profits. Because when you edit the picture and deliver just the soft copy, that is the end. That is the end. So you don't shoot and burn it. Don't shoot and burn it. So you got to make profit from every shoot. So when you shoot, you edit, you deliver. Don't let it end there. You have to pursue, make frames, make albums, make a lot of other derivatives from that soft copy. That's when you increase your income. That's how you increase your income. Don't just let it be soft copies alone. So don't just shoot and burn like that. And then when you deliver um, short copies alone, there are a lot of this low value perception that people have about your value, about your product. They think it's just soft copy. Now you just send the soft copy to us, and that is all. So you need to find a way to let them know that there is more to that soft copy. Is that the soft copy is just like a foundation, and without the foundation, you cannot build on it. So don't make it too plenty, or let me put it that way. Don't make it too look too cheap to get. Don't make it look too easy to get, because when you make it too easy to get, this low value perception comes in. They will they will just not follow you any longer, because they believe that you can just send them the soft copy anyhow. So you just have to stop burning, because this thing happened to me, and I understand what I'm saying, and I believe you understand it as well. So don't let it just be shoot and deliver soft copies. That is what we call shoot and burn. That is the end. So add value to the deliveries. Add value to the deliveries. Add prints. Add any other derivative that you can add to it to make it more valuable to the customers. You understand now? So now I have explained it. Upselling your opportunities. When you deliver the soft copy, add derivatives so that people can put more value on what you're delivering. That is it. Because in the olden days, those photographers don't deliver the negatives. Yes, they don't deliver the negatives. They only come back to give you the finished product. Right now, our finished product seems to be the delivered soft copies, but don't let it end there. Hard derivatives. So that is when you can become when you can command high profits. So high profit photographers sell prints, they sell products, they sell guided experience, they sell a lot of other things. And another thing, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about it. So now another problem I faced was because protecting was pricing with friends and family. Because they are my friends, because they are my family, I thought I could work for them for free, and till now, many of them still can't understand the reason why they should pay me. Do you understand now? They still can't understand the reason why they should pay me, because they've been enjoying these things for free for a very long time. Right now that I'm demanding money from them, they can't understand that. Why, Greg? Why are you asking us for money? You used to do these things for us for free. You understand now? So they don't know how much it cost me to make those things for them. They don't know the physical and mental stress I undergo to produce those things for them. So you got to protect yourself from friends and families about pricing, and don't compete on price with other people as well, because lowering your price does not mean you are going to sell. It is only going to devalue your business. If you are four in a community and somebody business A is charging X amount, business Y is charging said amount, and because you want to compete, then you want to have your own customer as well. You now think as by lowering your cost, people will come to you and not go to them. You are making a big mistake. No, it doesn't work that way. People will still go to them. I will still not come to you. because what you need to understand is what are the experience that people are getting from that person that's charging that high value that you are not having. Those are the values that you need to increase to attract people to come to you, not by lowering your price. You see the twist now. So you're not going to lower your price to attract customer, but you are going to increase your value, deliveries, the experience, so that people they listen, when they come to you, they're going to have the experience that will keep them coming to you. You get the point now. So increase the value, increase the experience, not reducing the price. Reducing the price will keep the following you. Do you get the point? So so protect your words. Protect your words. Cheap is never a strategy. Cheap is never a strategy. So and free work kills faster. Yeah, there's no better way to kill your business than to give free works. Yes, you're going to kill the business as quickly as possible. And always have a contract. Always have a contract. Contract doesn't have to be in its ambiguous form. Having a conversation on WhatsApp can serve as contract. What I mean by contract is that have a documented agreement. Even if it is just on WhatsApp, when you chat on WhatsApp, chat with the customer, this is amount. These are the things that I'm going to deliver to you. Do you agree with them? Let the person type yes. I agree. That's an agreement. So you already have something, you can just screenshot it because many people these days use disappearing whatever. So you can just screenshot it and save it somewhere, capturing the time, the date, and everything. So that if there's any agreement at all, you have something to fall back. This is our conversation. You can use your email, have a conversation on your email, so that when you converse on your email, that conversation is there. But if you want to go the pro level, really go to the pro level, then you have to prepare an invoice, good contract, send to them. This is what I'm going to deliver, and this is what we're going to pay. This is when I'm going to deliver. These are the things these are the things that are expected of me. These are the things that are expected of you. Everybody should be on the same page. So don't just do business anyhow. Understand that this is business and you must treat it as a business. So pricing must be based on your goals, not the guidance do. Contract protects your reputation and your income. So because if you don't have a contract, it can come back to haunt you, and you can pay dearly for it. So, and I don't think you want to be that. So now, if you are still watching till this very moment, I congratulate you because you are about to discover the game changer, the strategy, the game changer strategy that you have been searching for. And if you stay to the end, yeah, I promise you, I'm going to share with you the blueprints that will not just make your journey smooth but faster. So please be patient with me. Yeah, I'm driving you somewhere, and I believe that at the end of this webinar, you're not going to remain the same. You're going to understand. You're going to have a clarity to run your business henceforth. You understand that? So be patient, and I congratulate you for having stayed for this long to watch this webinar to this stage. Please continue watching. Don't go yet. Okay, okay, don't go yet. So stay with me. Stay with me. Type in the comment section that you are staying. Yeah, let me know if you are staying or not. Let me know. Let me know. The strategy and future proofing. What do you need to do? What are the things that you need to put in place to start running your business effectively and efficiently? So you need to turn your dreams into numbers. What do I mean by that? You need to have set goals. Set goals. Having the set goals, you're having a direction. If you don't have a direction, if you don't have a goal, you don't have a direction. Why are you working? What are you working towards? What do you want to achieve by working? Do you understand now? So it is not just okay, let me put it, if you want to make 1 million naira in a certain time, that must be a time set for that. If I want to make 1 million naira, let's say I want to make 1 million naira in the next 1 month, I have to set a time for it to achieve it. Now, if I said that 1 million naira in the next 1 month, then I have to break it down. I have to break it down. how much do I have to make weekly to reach the target goal? And weekly, I have to break it down. How much do I have to work to make daily to reach that my target? You get the point now. So that is something I call the reverse mentality rule. The reverse mentality rule. If you're thinking of 1 million, don't start thinking of 1 million, but start thinking of the amount from the reverse. How much do I have to make more daily? How much do I have to make daily? How much do I have to make weekly to amount to the amount that I want to make at the end of the month? So these things, by breaking it down, will help you to know the amount of work you need to do, the number of shoes, the number of creative jobs you have to take, and how much you have to take them before you can reach your target goal by the end of the month. You get the point now. So if you say that you need to take 10 jobs per week, how do you need to, at what rate do you need to take the 10 jobs? You get the point now. How do you get the customers that will give you those 10 jobs by that week? You have to break everything down. You break it down. That's why I call it the fast mentality rule. Because if you're just thinking about 1 million naira, how do you want to achieve that 1 million naira? You have to break it down into weekly, into daily. Now I need 10 customers per day. How do I have to get that 10 customers per day? How much is each of them going to pay me? Now, if I need 10 customers, you have to categorize them as well, like illustrious, the luxury clients, the middle range clients, the low class clients, depending on how you categorize your clients. I'm just using those ones as an example. You get the point. So you break it down now. The A class, how much are going to how much would they be able to afford you? How many of them can you afford to bring to your studio in a day? How are you going to attract them to come to your studio? Those are the things you need to strategize on. Because you cannot just sit down in your studio and start waiting for them to fall in. You have to pull them in. You search for them, you attract them, then you pull them in. You get the point? So it is not just about I just want to do this, I just want to no. You have to find something to attract them. By the time they come, they don't want to come. You attract them, they come. Then you have to, they will stand by the gate. Yeah. You pull them in, show them the experience, and make sure that they enjoy that experience. And by the end of the day, they stay. They don't go again because they enjoy what you offer them. You get the point now. So that is it. So if you want to make 1 million naira, stop thinking about the 1 million naira. Start thinking about how much you need to make weekly, how much you need to make daily. So how much you need to make daily then becomes how many clients do I need to work with daily in order to be able to achieve this daily target, weekly target, then your end goal at the end of the month. That is the way to do it. Now, branding is another thing that you need to understand. It is your silent salesman. Your branding is your silent salesman. Wherever you are not, the branding continue to speak for you. In the rooms that you cannot reach, the branding is there speaking for you. You get the point? In the rooms that you cannot access as a person, your branding is there. But many of us used to think that branding is logo, color, and fonts. No, that is not branding. That is not branding at all. The branding is the experience that you create for your customers, for your clients. The experience they had with you when they came to hire you to do a job for them. The experience they had today, is it good or bad? You need to change anything. Now, when they experience it, the good part of it now, when they experience the good part of it, are you able to replicate that experience often as possible? Every time, every time, every time. Are you able to replicate it? What are the emotions that you are evoking for your clients? When they see you, do they shout, wow, this is great? Or they just say, you get the point? So do you accommodate them? Do you create a friendly environment? Do you repeat a beautiful shooting experience for your clients? When they leave your studio, are they leaving as a happy client or are they leaving as a sad client? Do you get the point? Those things matters a lot. So the experience you build for the clients are the things that will make them come back to you, not your logo, not your fonts, not your colors. The experience you build for them is what will make them come back to you every now and then. So your branding, if you have been making that mistake before, I just told you it is not your color, it is not your logo, it is not your font. It is simply the experience that people had with you. Because where you are not, when you are not there with them, they will tell their friends, their families, even their enemies that this is how you treat them when they come to you. You get the point now? So they will tell them how. So you can just imagine there's one particular brand that I love so much, St. Louis Sugar. Have you ever seen the advert in the town? Have you ever seen any advert advertising St. Louis Sugar? I doubt you ever see that. I doubt. But St. Louis Sugar continue to sell till tomorrow because they have a strong, trusted brand. When people are looking for sugar, especially keep sugars, before they would think of any other brand, they think of St. Louis. You get the point now. And you don't have to make advertisement because every person from generation to generation kept repeating the same thing, recommending that brand to themselves. My father recommended it to me. My mother recommended it to me. Anytime I want to buy sugar, I buy St. Louis. And I've never seen the advertisement anywhere in the world, anywhere in Nigeria. I've never come across the advertisement. And the experience I have with the sugar has never changed. Always good. The cube is strong. The sugar is giving you the beautiful things that the sugar should give you. So that is it. That is the experience. So what experience are you creating for your customers when they come to you? How do you treat them? You get the point now. So that is branding, not your logo. You get the point. So your logo can just be there to represent you, just to protect your copyright. When you watermark your business, you watermark your photography or your creative work, it is just to protect your intellectual property, to protect your copyright. They don't advertise you. The people that you work with, the experience they get from you, advertise your business. So always make sure that when they come to you, they have nice experience. That is it. So the next thing you need to start thinking about is when you are not shooting, are you making money? Because it is risky to rely on shooting alone. If you are not able to shoot for a month, what becomes of you? Have you ever think about that? Okay, let's say tomorrow I don't have the opportunity to shoot for a whole month. Or will I eat? How do I take care of all my expenses? So you have to start thinking about multiple streams of income. So you need to start thinking about things you can do, like teaching, workshops, digital products, presets, ebooks, prints and licensing and everything. So because you just have to start doing something from the side. You keep doing your photography, you earn from it, then take the money from photography and invest it in any other thing that will be profitable to you. You understand now? Not that the thing should not take you away from photography. It's just that you take the money you earn from photography, invest it in that thing that can fetch you money and help you to take care of yourself when you are not able to shoot. So think about that. And you need to start thinking beyond today. What happens to you in the next 20 years? Are you thinking about retirement? Are you thinking about life after the camera? So you need to start investing. You need to start investing, investments. in a lot of other things that can give you the peace of mind in your old age. Because we are not getting any younger. That is the reality. You are not getting any younger. You are not getting any younger. So, excuse me, you're not getting any younger. So you need to start thinking about the future. What does your future hold in the next 20 years? Answer that question now. In the next 20 years, what will become of you? Will you still be as strong as what you're doing today? Now, and this is creative business. You know, there are going to be another generation coming behind you that they are going to be massively better than you. So you need to start thinking about that. So how are you preparing for your retirement? How are you preparing for life after camera? So photography has physical limits. You need to understand that. So start planning now. Ensure that you aren't struggling in the next 20 years from now. So I just need to tell you that your heart is powerful. Honestly, your business can be profitable and your legacy can begin from now. But the work actually starts from now, and the work depends solely on you. Nobody's coming to save you. You gotta save yourself. Honestly, you gotta save yourself. Now, before we end the session, because I've engaged you a lot, before we end the session, I want to be very honest with you. I want to be very honest with you. Everything I've shared with you in this masterclass today is just the foundation, and it's not even all the foundation. That's the honest truth. But I don't want this to be so long. I want to keep it as short as possible. I want you to give you the clarity that you need to know. So I've given you the clarity, but clarity is not alone is not enough. I've given you the clarity, but you need to understand that this clarity is not enough to build a profitable photography business, a profitable creative business. What actually creates result is structure, repetition, and deep understanding. So you need to work upon these things that we've talked, that we've discussed often, and get better at them. So when I was learning photography, nobody taught me all these things that I'm telling you today. Nobody. So I made mistakes, I lost money, I underpriced and undervalued myself and struggled longer than I should have. I know people that we started this journey together 12, 13 years ago. I know where they are today. And it's not because they were better than me, it's because they understand these things earlier than I do. So now that you are listening to this now, I understand that you are having that clarity now and you are ready to take action. So, and that is why I've written a book. I wrote a book and I called the title of the book The Art of Building a Profitable Photography Business. Yeah, The Art of Building a Profitable Photography Business. So, this book is not a summary of the webinar. Yeah, the book is not a summary of the webinar, it goes much deeper. What we've discussed in this webinar is just like tip and a tip of the iceberg from what you find in the book. So inside the book, I break a lot of things down. I break a lot of things down. How to price with confidence, um, how to avoid the silent mistakes that drain income, how to build systems that does not stress you here, how to create multiple streams of incomes, the things I've tried personally that worked for me, I shared everything in this book. The things that I did that failed as well, I shared them so that, but the fact that I failed in those things does not mean that you are going to fail in them as well. You understand that? So I shared all this experience so that you can start thinking about your tomorrow and not today alone. So how to plan for the future beyond camera. The book is full of roadmap. There are about 16 chapters in the book. Yes, there are 16 chapters in the book that I broke everything down from how to gain a customer, how to retain the customer service and everything. The goal setting that we've talked about, and a lot of other things that you need to build a sustainable and profitable photography business or a creative business. Do you understand now? So it is the full roadmap, not just ideas, but explanations, examples, and worksheets that you can actually use. Yeah, at the end of almost all the chapters, I put worksheets that you need to answer honestly. Honestly, that's going to help you to understand more of the things you need to do. That's going to give you more clarity about the things you need to do. So if you're tired of guessing, this book is for you. If you're tired of copying others, this book is for you. If you want photography to pay you with peace and not pressure, this book is for you. Do you get me now? So, like I said, if you're tired of guessing, this book is actually for you. If you're tired of copying others, this book is for you. If you want photography to pay you with peace and not pressure, this book is for you. This book was written for you. You get me? This book is written for you. And you can get the book right now. You can get the book right now. The original price of this book is valued at 15,000 naira for Africans. For those of us in Africa, it is valued for 15,000 naira or its equivalent in your own currency. Yeah, that's the value of the book. But because you are here live with me, and because I genuinely want to be part of your success, the first 25 people who purchase within the next 30 minutes, yeah, will get the book with a special discount of just 5,000 naira only. For international people, people outside Africa, Europe, America, they can purchase on Amazon and the price is not applicable to them. So, but for you, my African colleagues, my Nigerian colleagues, Ghanaian, South Africans, everybody, you can purchase right now at this amount, 5,000 naira for the first 25 people that can purchase within the next 30 minutes. After the 30 minutes is gone, then the price refers back to the original price. And honestly, I don't just want you to buy the book and disappear. I want to work with you because by force, I said, by force, this 2026, you must succeed as a creative person. Yeah, you must succeed as a creative person. So that's why I'm adding this bonus at no extra cost. At no extra cost at all. I'm adding all this bonus. So the first bonus that you're going to have is, yeah, you're going to get full access to my art of digital photography. This course helps you to improve your photography skills from ground up, understanding digital photography properly and not by guessing, and not by guessing. So I'm giving you that this course alone is valued at 50,000 naira, and you're having access to it for free for the first 25 people that can make payment within the next 30 minutes. And the second bonus is you're going to have access to one of my most valuable digital backgrounds. Over 1,000 digital backgrounds. You're going to have access to it. Right now, I'm selling it on Silla for 5,000 naira. So are if you make a purchase in the next 30 minutes, like I said, the first 25 people, you're going to have access to this bundle as well. So you're going to download it for free. This will help you in your editing to make your editing workflow much more easier and professional and better looking. You understand that? So that's bonus two. And then bonus three is that bonus three is I'm building a community, a long-term value community where you can ask questions in the group. By the time you purchase the book, you will automatically be added to the group. You understand that? You automatically be added to the group. So inside the group, you'll be able to ask questions, learn directly from me, get mentorship, hear about updates, opportunity before any other person hears about it. And this is not just a one-time thing; it's a long-term process. It's a long-term access. So once you're in the group, you're in the group, and you can grow together from the group. You understand that? So value reframe, let me just reframe the things you get from this again. So let's be clear about it. So you're getting your ebook fully, and then you're having access to my art of digital photography, course value at 50,000 naira. You're going to be able to download one of my most valuable backgrounds, digital backgrounds, over 1,000 digital backgrounds, which is valued at 5,000 naira for free. And we are going to have access to the private mentorship community. So all of this for just 5,000 naira if you take action within the next 30 minutes, or the first 25 people that take action within the next 30 minutes. So which will come first? Yes. So so don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. Click the link around this video now. Click the link around this video to secure your spot right now. Secure your spot right now. Secure your spot. Don't overthink it. Just make the decision. And the decision is the right decision that you need to make right now to develop your business, to scale your business, and to start making profit from your photography. So, and if you don't want to go through the stress, this is only for those in Nigeria. If you don't want to go through the stress of paying online, you can actually pay to my bank account directly. That's the account number you are seeing on the screen. 310 Just pay into the account number and then send me the proof of payment on WhatsApp. Once I receive the proof of payment and I confirm, I'll personally send you the ebook and all your bonuses immediately. You receive everything immediately after the confirmation. So copy the phone number now and then um, copy the account number now and pay directly into that account number for those in Nigeria. Or if you have any means of paying to that account from outside Nigeria as well, it is fine, no problem. You can do that as well. So I will personally send it to you once you send me the proof of payment on WhatsApp. Thank you. So this is a small decision that can completely change the direction of your photography business. So the choice is yours, but the time is now. The choice is yours, but the time is now. So take action right away. So this book is not a theory. Yeah, it's lived experience. It is what I wish someone handed to me years ago. Yeah, if you are able to apply even 50% of what is inside this book, the photography business will never remain the same. I can bet you that. I can bet you that. If you're able to implement only 50% of what is inside the book, your photography, your creative journey will never remain the same. So thank you for spending this time with me. I'm very glad to have you with me. I'm very glad and I congratulate you for staying this long and for taking action. I thank you for wanting to improve on your creative journey and wanting to make profit from your journey. But remember, your art is powerful, but structure is what makes it profitable. So build the structure today. I'll see you in the book. Thank you.